So I was thinking today, about like NBA players and contracts. And, I work in the banking industry and um, I'm an employee. Well, duh, because I work in the banking industry. But I just think about how, the parallels, or I want to say maybe the example that we see with NBA players and their contracts and free agency. I find it really interesting. I kind of feel like, you know, people can learn a lot from that where think about it, like these NBA players are really employees. Like they work for the teams that they're under contract with. But it's funny, the relationship is so dynamic. It's not like this servant and then master relationship. It's the team wants to do anything it can to really keep certain employees, and then the player wants to be put in the best position to succeed. And like for example, this Anthony Davis thing. There's a lot of issues in the league that they feel like there's tampering or it's unfair, but he's really exercising his authority and power because he ultimately works for himself and maybe for some, their family, but he works for himself to see what he can do to put himself in his best position. And what I find very interesting is how there's an uproar. Oh, he wants to do this, he wants to do that. There's tampering. But if you think about it, how many businesses that are well established in the America or in the United States in general, like were done because they had an unfair advantage, or they utilized unfair advantage, or they utilized an angle that only they had access to. Almost all of them. And it's very interesting when you see people who are employees exercise it because it's always an issue. But I kind of think that that's how I want myself. I'm approaching work like that, but I think we all should. That we work for ourselves. You think about it, a company is only going to do what benefits them, whether that means automating a cashier. I know McDonald's is doing that. That they're getting these automated cashiers, but they won't need people anymore. And then it's a big deal if you go to a job and you speak up about not being happy about something, and they look at you like you're crazy because you're just an employee. You should be happy with what you get. But at the same token, they don't care if they say, hey, you're fired and you can't feed your kids. It doesn't matter to them. So why shouldn't you go to and work and do things for what's in the best interest of you and your family? You should. Absolutely. And you should fight for what you want to and speak up about it, whether your boss likes it or not, because they're not the boss of you as a person. They just manage the position that you choose to be employed in. That's it. But they're not over you. Their job is to manage that position. And working in banking, I've seen some really cross the line behavior where the people who are in management think that they're in management of that person, that human being, and not in management of the position. And what happens is they lose the respect for that person. But as you see in the NBA, they have to have that respect for that person, or that person is going to exercise their human right to seek what's better for them. And I just find that very interesting that just because it seems like it's far away from, where you may work, or, where they work in the bank, or, in any business, it's all the same. You're under contract and you choose to sign that contract. You choose to do business. And if they want to get rid of you, they can. And, you can leave if you like to. But I think we should exercise our free agency and really, see what we can do to give ourselves the best chance to, maybe for the NBA players, win a championship. But maybe for us is to, reach our goals. So just some food for thought.